Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sirianatarot. This is going to be a love reading for my dearest Sagittarius where we take a look at who you're going to marry. And if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, my lovely Sagittarius, let's see what information we can get about this person that you're meant to marry. And they're starting off as the Queen of Pentacles, so they could be an earth sign or have strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart. They're also showing up as the Emperor, Aries energy. Okay, so somebody who's strong, somebody who's solid, stable, secure, divine counterpart energy. Ooh, they're seeing you as the Justice card, Libran energy. And the relationship, we see the Five of Cups. Okay, we'll see what that means. And we see the Wheel of Fortune. So Sagittarius, I feel like this person is very wealthy or somebody who just has a lot to offer. I am getting that there's a real comfortable lifestyle indicated here for the two of you. I'm almost getting power couple vibes. Now, they could be another Sagittarius. They could be an Aries. They could have strong earth in their chart. Like I said earlier, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody who's not in a rush. It feels like they really do know their worth and their value, and they really are going to spend time vetting anybody that they're going to really give to long term. The Queen of Pentacles tells me this person takes good care of their house, their home, their finances. I definitely feel this is somebody very good looking, somebody who's grounded, stable, secure. All right. Again, very wealthy energy. We get the Seven of Pentacles. So this is somebody who's like in this energy of waiting. Now, you might be the person they've been waiting for or someone just like you. But again, I feel like this person is very cautious about with whom they share what they've worked so hard for. And again, I don't think that they're stingy. I don't think that they're overly cautious. I just think they're mature. They've probably learned some tough lessons there. And we see the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, because I do kind of feel like maybe this person has had relationships that didn't work out, or they were dealing a lot with people who are around for a good time but not a long time. I do think this person is very sexy and very attractive. And again, they may date casually, but like for them to really invest in someone, I feel like it does really take a lot. We see the Ace of Cups in reverse. Some of my Sagittarius, and the Five of Cups here, this can be somebody you've dealt with and who's been kind of disappointing in the past. Or what I'm seeing here is some of you, you might meet this person at a time when you are healing, or you kind of feel like maybe this person isn't really right for you when you first meet them. It's kind of been coming out a lot, but again, you might just be feeling like, like maybe this isn't your person, or maybe you feel like they're not really available, or you think they're a bit of a player, or they're used to kind of getting whatever they want. And so some of you, you're not immediately like seeing the potential. I think you're going to be very physically attracted to this person. And for some of my Saggies, this could be something that you think is just going to be a fling that really turns into long term. We see that this person is going to be really funny, so expect a lot of fun and light energy with this person. The laughter you share is going to bond you and alleviate stress. So very similar sense of humors. I also think that, again, this person is going to be surprisingly like charismatic and funny and warm. Yeah, confirmation that yes, this is your life partner. This is really meant to be a long-term connection, so we're in the right reading. And this person is really loving and giving. And I like that energy, because some of you, they know that about themselves, but that's also why they have to be a little bit guarded, because they may have been burned in the past by overgiving or sharing too much. Now, some of you, this person could be a single parent or they want to have children, but we're getting this really strong earth energy coming through as a confirmation. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, definitely in this person's chart. It doesn't mean that that's their sun sign, but again, they have that very earthy, very grounded energy. All right, Sag. So we have the Emperor. This is divine counterpart stuff. This is somebody who's self-made. This is somebody who's a boss. This is somebody who's decisive and strategic. They know what they want. I do think they're successful and wealthy. This is going to be a telepathic connection, but what makes you different, Sag, about the other people that they've dealt with or that are after them is like you can read each other's minds. This person loves nature, not surprised with all that earth energy. And they love to experiment. They love to try new things. They love to take risks. All right, so what else do my Sagittarius need to know about this person? What else do my Sagittarius need to know about this person? Some of you, they have a career dealing with the government or government contracts, and that could be one of the following careers or a subset of one of these. But we see teacher, police, military, fireman, court, legal, or construction. Yeah, you do meet this person and they're in chill mode. They're dating, they're weighing their options, they're taking their time. All right, and some of you, this person may have a beard or mustache, but I know not all of you are into people that can grow facial hair who are listening to this reading. So again, take it with a grain of salt. Might be a confirmation message for some of you, but it doesn't have to resonate with all of you for this to still be your reading. All right, so let's see what else my Sagittarius need to know. All right, this person may go by a nickname. They like to wear the color red. I'm not surprised. That strong Aries energy, like they could drive a red car, or they wear red lips or red nails, or they like to wear red. All right, they have a triple syllable first, middle, or last name, and they spend their money quickly. So yeah, this person's a real giver. They're not going to hold back when it comes to spending, because it does seem like they have a lot to spend. But I also think they're kind of sick of being used or getting burned because of that, like people that are just with them for their wealth or for their status here, or for what they give. Now, for some of you, this person might be stocky, solid, husky, or have a beer belly. Again, confirmation message for some of you, not going to be true for all of you. Slow start, but give it time. That doesn't surprise me, because again, this person's going to be pretty discerning here. And this person is smart, they're observant, they know what they want, and they're going to make sure that, whomever they end up with, especially long term or in like a contract or in a marriage, they're going to make sure that you're right for them. Okay. I think that's just maturity, and it's strength. They have boundaries. They're seeing you as the Justice card. They see you as somebody who really balances them out or completes them in the most harmonious ways. I feel like this person really loves how you are really well put together. So like the way that you dress, the way you enter a room, the way you present yourself, the way you interact with people. They see you as somebody who really does balance fairness and harmony. So they are gonna let their guard down around you, because they're definitely not gonna feel like you're the type of person that's gonna be using them, Sag. All right, we see the Page of Wands in reverse. Now, they might be a little bit worried that you're not going to stick around, or they might be a little bit worried that you're hesitant about them. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, some of you, this person might be a little bit worried that you're going to break their heart, or you might even tell them, that you're not so sure that you see them as available, or, maybe they get a lot of attention, because I do feel like they do get a lot of attention, but they feel like you kind of hold back, maybe because of that, or they feel like you hold back because you're not sure about them. For some of you, Sag, you could meet this person at a time when you're healing from something and you're not so sure about like getting into a relationship. But how are they feeling? They're going to be really clear about you. Like, well, I feel like maybe, like, again, they take their time to get to know people, but I feel like with the Ace of Swords, they feel like they see you clearly, and they see you as honest and somebody they can trust. And I think they're going to see pretty clearly early on that, you're the one here. All right. Even though, like I said, it's going to have a slow start, and they're going to take their time to get to know you and make sure of that. But they're going to be feeling pretty clear about you pretty fast, is what I'm hearing. So Sag, they see you as a healer, or maybe you just have very healing qualities here. You have a passion in serving others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So again, that might be your profession. It just might be your natural gift. Like you have this healing energy for people around you. And you have an ability to help transform pain into healing. So you might do that for this person just by being you, right? Just by being you, just by holding space for them, just by being with them. Beautiful energy. And we see hedonist. Ooh, yeah. So they also know you know how to have a good time. And if there's anybody in the zodiac that knows how to have a good time, it's my Sagittarius. You inspire creative energy to embrace the good things in life, and you celebrate the beauty in yourself. So they see you as self-confident. They see you as beautiful. Some of you, know that, right? But they like that, right? They like your self-confidence. And they also see that you have this creative energy, and you're somebody they can share the finer things in life with. Like, you're going to also appreciate the finer things in life. We see the Five of Cups. Now, I don't think this is going to be a disappointing connection. I actually am kind of getting, like, when I first pulled this card, I didn't feel like this is necessarily a marriage or a connection that's going to end in disappointment. I kind of feel like it's going to be one that makes you both kind of pivot. And instead of focusing on the things that haven't worked out and on like third parties and like other, other options, I feel like it's going to help you shift your focus to love, to Two of Cups energy. All right, so Spirit's saying you do need to make sure though, because both of you might have pretty high work hours, find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Yeah, I do, like, there's a little bit of an obstacle here, or what might be disappointing about this connection is the amount of time you get to spend together. Someone might travel a lot for work, or you both have high work hours or something like that. So it does look like there will be some time apart within this connection, but you both might end up being comfortable with that. I mean, I can't speak for all Sagittarius here, but I do know my Saggies out there, you do also really appreciate having your independence. So I do feel like if anybody can kind of make it work, it's a Sag, and make it work and be comfortable with, like, maybe we're not always together. I mean, I think together as in coupled up, but like not always on the same continent, not always in the same city, state, or country, for some of you, because I do feel like maybe this person travels for work, or you do, or like work hours, like work seems to be just like a little bit of a, not a red flag, but yeah, like something that might be a little bit difficult to overcome. But I kind of feel like even the time that you do spend apart, it gives you time to like talk to each other as friends, get to know each other better, and have like a deeper connection. And I think that's where you get the clarity here, Sag, that like, yeah, we're actually really good for each other, or like, I don't want to be with anybody else. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. So stay in the energy of self-love, love yourself first. All right, somebody here's love language is going to be physical touch. So when you guys are together, I do think you're going to be quite, I don't want to say touchy-feely. That's not really the right word. I'm thinking of it in Spanish, and I don't think we have in English a proper translation for cariñoso. So my Spanish speakers out there, you'll know what I'm saying, but cariñoso is like affectionate. That's the word. Okay, so I do think someone, this is going to be quite an affectionate connection. And yeah, we see material attachment, too much focus on visible trappings. Again, work or money or abundance is going to be a very strong focus within this connection, but it's something you need to keep an eye out for. Okay, now I do think that, this is meant to be your life partner. This is meant to be your person, but just watch out for those little obstacles, Sag. All right, or that obstacle, maybe it's a big obstacle. Like you might feel like sometimes work gets in the way. All right, what else do we need to know? You're not ready. Okay. It's like a slap in the face, and allow the process. So Spirit's saying it's going to happen differently for all of you. Now, you might not be ready. Maybe this person isn't ready. Maybe the timing is just off. So you may have to wait just a little bit longer, but this is your person, Sag. All right, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.